Okay, check it out. This is why you're feeling numb. Watch closely and I'll explain what's going on here so you can understand what happened and you can understand what to do now. But please watch closely before more problems start. You may have found yourself in a place where, in your life, where you literally don't have emotions. Like you don't have happiness and you're not mad, you're not upset, you don't have really much joy in your life. And it almost feels like you're numb to like all different kinds of emotions. And I just want you to know you're not alone with this. You're not alone. But I wonder if you even understand what happened to even create this to happen. Sometimes when we're trying to solve or figure out how to fix something, if we don't know what happened, we don't know what to adjust. So that's why I'm here. I'm going to help you understand where this numb feeling has come from. Then we can start to take a look at what you can do to be able to make some adjustments. But I know what this feeling feels like. I am very clear of what this feels like. And in my search to support and help me and to help literally thousands of other people, as I've been a mentor and a teacher to lots of people, I can help you too. So let's take a look at this. First step is for you to learn and be aware of you have a bubble around you. And this is called your personal space. And your personal space is about 18 inches to 2 feet around you. And this is literally your energetic space. And if somebody comes into that space and you don't want them in that space, you know how you'll step away or move away from them because they're in your space. So each person has a personal space area around them. Now some are more large and some are smaller, but that's the general distance is about 2 feet from you is your personal space. Now this personal space is there because this is how you think and how you feel. How you are as a person doesn't actually stay inside your skin. It moves outside of your skin and creates this field of energy around you. Okay, so this is just helping you understand some things about yourself. How you think and feel on the inside doesn't stay under your skin. It comes outside your skin and radiates and projects about 2 feet from you in a strong field of energy. So all this space that's around you is a mixture of your thoughts and feelings. That's your personal space. And when somebody steps into your personal space, that's why it feels like they're invading you. You know, like they didn't get inside your body, but they got in your personal space, which is how you think and feel. So that's why it's weird when somebody steps inside your personal space because they got in. Okay, so that's your personal space. Now, life, everyday life can throw at you some challenges. And as these challenges come at you, it literally feels like something is being shot at you or it's coming at you in the form of people, experiences, situations, and all these things that are coming at you are reaching your outside realm of your personal space and they're coming in. So they're not only just hitting the edges, but they literally come inside and they interrupt your personal space. And some of these hurt. There are mean people in this world, just meanies. And they say mean things, they do mean things, they steal, they break stuff. They're just mean people. And sometimes some of those people are your family or a friend. And so these family and friends and people close to you, you let them in, and then now they do something mean to you that interrupts your good feelings in your personal space and puts a glitch or an ouch inside your personal space. So a normal person can handle a certain number of ouches, a certain number of glitches inside their personal space. And this is just life throwing stuff at you. But when it reaches its maximum, and maybe your maximum is 20 ouches, like 20 different things that just hurt. When you reach a maximum capacity of ouches or glitches, that quantity, that measurement goes to the brain, triggers the brain to have to cut it off. And you've got all these ouches, all these glitches going on, and you can't even manage what's happening. You can't even manage it. I mean, literally, you would even see in your body language, you would see your body language going, oh, I just can't handle this. It's just too much. You'll even notice you'll put your hands out in front of you as though you're trying to block what is coming at you through life. And that's a good signal to notice that you are getting too many ouches and glitches inside your space that could trip the circuit breaker in your head and literally shut down feeling. Once a person gets hurt enough or have enough issues hit them in a row, it's like a circuit breaker in your house that when the power surges, then the breaker flips so it doesn't break anything. So your brain, out of safety, will throw the switch and just shut down feeling because it can't handle another ouch from another person. It can't handle another struggle. And you just go to numb. And you start to notice, you start to say things like, I don't care. I don't know. I don't know what to do next. And you all of a sudden now just don't have an interest in things. It doesn't mean you're broken. What it does mean is that you got overloaded and your circuit breaker got tripped and now you just got cut off from the feelings around you. But it feels weird that you're just cut off. And you're around people who are being happy and it's irritating. And you're around people who are ornery and it's irritating. Like everybody irritates you because they're all being in these emotions, but you're in a place of going, I got none. My switch has been triggered and I've shut off from my feelings because I've got too many ouches, too many glitches in my life, and I got to just shut down. Okay, so what do you do now, right? What do you do? You're at this numb state. Like, what do you do? So what I've had to do to get myself out of this numb feeling is I need some help. Number one, I need some help. Because trying to get out of numb and start to activate feeling again is a little scary, right? It's a little scary. And it's like, well, I don't know if I want to feel, because if I open this back up, all those ouches are going to come back and it's just going to hurt again. So what I turn to, because you could, so we got to be careful of this, because what you could turn to is substances. You could start to use outside substances to numb yourself, like overeating, drugs, alcohol, all kinds of things like that, to just try to physically numb yourself. Okay, you don't need to do that. Don't need to go to those things at all. What you need is you need a little bit of movement on the inside, just so that you can actually be conscious to make some decisions. Because when you're in a numb state, you're not good at making decisions, and you're going to actually perpetuate and duplicate your problems. Because when you're in a numb place, you are very vulnerable to making some really big mistakes. And so we need to activate the brain just a little bit so you can be conscious enough to be able to make decisions to get yourself out of some of these messes. Because a complete shutdown and numb is going to cause a lot of problems. So we need a little bit of activity. And what I turned to was music. Not happy music, because happy music was irritating. Oh man, it was irritating. Anybody who's happy and positive in a song, it's like I just wanted to delete that and just burn it because it was so irritating. But here's something crazy. I found music that were songs that were almost like angry songs. sad songs, struggle songs. That I could relate to. I could relate to the struggle lyrics and the upset lyrics and the sad lyrics. And I thought, this is weird. Why do I like angry, upset, confusion, sad songs? It's like, this is so weird. But I could relate to that because that's how I was feeling. So I found one song, found another song, and I found 3 or 4 songs that I could listen to that actually matched where I was at. And I listened to the music because that actually helped me feel like I wasn't alone. And the music caused me to get out of being numb and to pay attention and be conscious about what's going on in my life. Even though I'm still upset, angry, sad, and hurt, the music helped my mind get some activity moving. Now, that music, as I started to do a tiny bit better because I'm listening to music, music can move the body, it can move the mind, and help get us up and out of this numb state, which is a dangerous place to be. So as I started to do a little bit better, is that I would add a song that wasn't as angry. I would find a song that was just a little bit above that. So that means I was on music lists all the time looking for the next song, and I would just listen to it and go, that's stupid, that one's stupid, that one's stupid, ooh, this is a good one. But I used music to just inch my way up and out of numb. I didn't have to say anything. I didn't have to do anything. All I had to do was listen to my music every day. And sometimes I put my headphones on and it's like, that's all I listened to. Because I knew if I could just keep the music moving through me, I could stay at least somewhat active. Because when I was in my complete numb state, problems were multiplying. So I found music to match me, and as I started to do a few things, I started to pull myself out of this numb. I would upgrade the songs ever so slightly. Don't go too big. It's super irritating. And if you know somebody who's in this numb place, do not send them happy music. You will bug them so bad. It is just, it is worse than fingernails on a chalkboard. It was worse than that because it was just like, it reminded me how terrible I was. So don't do that to your friend. Send them songs that are more mellow, that are just slightly above where they're at. Just slightly above. But that's why you ended up being numb, is because you got overloaded and your breaker switch got thrown. You're not broken, you're not lost, but what you need is some music. Go find some music. If you can just find one song, the movement of that music can help keep your body alive and move the vibration of your body in a better way. So let's say you have a family member or a child or a friend who's listening to angry songs or sad songs or upset songs, and you're wondering, oh no, what's happening to my child? That music is actually helping them because that's how they feel on the inside. To me, as a parent, I'm not going to go to my child and tell them, stop listening to that music, because I'm taking away what's keeping them feeling alive. That song understands them. But here's something to think about. Listen to people's music, what they're listening to, and you'll understand where they're at. Music is great at helping move us, but we need to be wise about where we're at and what next step of music we ought to listen to next. Use music to pull yourself out of that numbness, one little step at a time. Now, could you listen to songs that take you the other direction? Yeah, you could totally use music and degrade yourself. Anybody could do that. They could ruin themselves with music. There's enough hate songs out there that you actually can take yourself down with music. Be wise, be conscious, use this intentionally so you can open yourself back up and make better decisions a little bit at a time so you can begin to manage what life is throwing at you. The other thing about what life is throwing at you, you need some help. You need a coach, you need a mentor, you need somebody to turn to, that you can ask for help on how to manage your thoughts and how to manage your feelings. Two things you need some training in: how to manage your thoughts and how to manage your feelings. Because most of us, when we were growing up, nobody sat us down and taught us how to manage our thoughts and how to manage our feelings. We were just told, don't cry and be nice. That's it. No real training on how to manage this and manage what's going on in your heart. So if you're looking for additional training to help you in that, those are the two categories you want to look for. How can I manage my thoughts better? How can I manage my emotions better? Because if you were stronger in your mind with your thoughts and you can manage your emotions better, this can't overwhelm you again. It's what you're missing, is that type of training. Find some music. You're not stuck. You just need some music. Okay, check it out. Training on thoughts and training on your emotions. I got a link right here, right below here, there's a link. Click the link below, and it's about how to master your thoughts. And it's called Master My Thoughts Program. It's an online program, no traveling required. I'll walk you through how to manage what's going on inside of your head. That is step one. Click the link, get the training, follow the instructions, get stronger inside of your mind. It'll build your confidence, and it will definitely keep this from happening again.